Today working on the love emote. There we go. Yep. I gonna go with the pen. Is SD and redeem first. I still haven't found a video or a video to put up for the first thing. I mean, I was kind of thinking the one of the things from the 2003 Ninja Turtles series and maybe put up like a four. Oh, loving that emote. They look good gigantified too. I'm I'm quite pleased with that. I am thinking about I am thinking about making like the thumbs up one a free one and then having all the others be subs subscription. Hold on, got a text message. Check that out later. That's right, I did special coloring for we'll do the eyes first. That's what we'll do. And that I can barely see. So if I can barely see it, I'm pretty sure you guys won't. Sample it back to here. But I don't have to be exact with this. It was considerably bigger. Those hearts I'm gonna make much larger than they are there. Today's Esty. Hey Roger, how are you doing? My week has been a little rough, but guess I'm alright. See here, I got the smile coming up in the bottom of the eyes. You know, and in some cases, you can actually hear when someone's talking. You can hear if they're smiling. So make that match up a little bit. One eye is a little bigger than the other. Oh, okay. Sorry, I had my microphone turned aside. I was, so I had to get closer to my computer. Sorry about that. Can you hear me now? Yeah, it's always it's not a stream without some sort of technical difficulty or another. But all right, well, goof ups are gonna happen. Hi- Once again, hi Roger. How you doing? Indeed, it is a rite of passage. Though, scooped up lots of dog piles from the backyard. Oh, fun. There are many more to go. Oof, I'm sorry, dude. What kind of dog do you have? So let's move to layer 2. All right, I need to dramatically increase this. That's too much. A little bigger. Good, but needs to be just a scoosh bigger. There we go. Always impressed when people can make their own art assets. Kudos to you. Thank you. Yeah, and, much to the chagrin of many graphic artists who's reached out to me, I am a cartoonist. I kind of make my own art. Well, I very much make my own art. And I gotta apply, is it steady pressure? I can work with that. This is where I want to go with this. Now, if I weren't, if I didn't have to deal with any DCMA complaints, I would put on some of the music I was listening to on my drive a little earlier. Listening to some Radiohead. Uh, which, I mean, one of my favorite bands from my 20s into my 30s. But I will say I am sick of hearing Creep. They have a lot of much better songs. Like it's not a bad song, but holy moly. Can we just play something else from them? So the track I was listening to came off of either Kid A or Amnesiac. Just both awesome albums. And yeah, Radiohead is great. So I don't know if any in other territories they were released as just a two disc album set, but I know here in the states they were released as two separate albums. You know, Kid A and Amnesiac. I think um, I've seen the interactive experience that they had on PlayStation. It was kind of a video game, kind of not. It was just a lot of like it was kind of interactive visuals to music from both those albums, and it's titled Kid Amnesiac. So I'm wondering if those two albums here were released as a two album set in other territories. What else can I do with this? Yeah, I can put these over here. Okay. All right, I can work with that. Then following it up, my trusty iPod played one of the tracks from the season two premiere of the Venture Brothers, which of course is not a show for kids, but it is one of my favorite animated shows. And now I'm getting a little warm. Pardon me for a moment. There we go. Better. Oh, that show brought in some when it brought in outside music, it did bring in some absolute bangers. and some amazing voice talent. So Cartoon Network shows, especially in their heyday, like the '90s and like till about 2010s. What shows do you like? Yeah, anyone who's watching. Yeah, like Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends, Codename Kids Next Door, Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy. What were some of your favorites? I never had cable. Oh, I'm sorry, Zesty. So were you uh were you able to see like some of the while they still existed, like the Saturday morning cartoons and weekday morning and weekday afternoon cartoons on regular broadcast channels? If they were broadcast, I've seen them. Okay, which ones did you really like back in that glorious time? There we go. Now it's back. Sorry about that. Reduced the window accidentally. Let's go to layer 3. And how about you, Roger? Like TMNT, Real Ghostbusters, Spider-Man, and two of the Batman animated series. Which Ninja Turtles? The 87 through 97, or the 03 Turtles? Batman the animated series, definitely always one of my top faves. I am thinking about buying, the Batman, that animated show, plus the Dracula movie that they did, because that was impressive. So 87 Turtles, nice. Did you ever watch the 03? It was more based on the original comics. Don't think you've seen the 2003 one. It's good. Got a little weird toward the end because they had run out of stories from the comics and started coming up with some stuff. That's why you wound up with the fast forward seasons, and then it ended with the Back to the Sewer season. But it had a really good crossover with the '87 Turtles, just titled Turtles Forever, and that kind of acts like a series finale. Sounds like it's worth a watch. Yeah, it's really good. Um, it's some really interesting twists on some stories, which I do like. That every time they do another Ninja Turtles cartoon, it's different. There's differences from the previous, and I think that's one of the things I like about the current Ninja Turtles movie and show is that there are differences, and honestly, I kind of like that the art's a little messy in it. I did get the video game based on the new movie slash cartoon, so I will be playing that at some point. I can do those right there. I do not have steady pressure on this thing. I guess that'll have to do. Roger, I mean, I saw that you had of course, art made for your page. It came out looking good. Whoever did it did a great job. I was just curious. Have you ever tried, ever just tried drawing? Ah, awesome. Was it awesome catch, Zesty? Never really messed with freehand. Um, Freehand, like you really have to know how to draw, like how a character looks to draw freehand. I've done I've done very little, very done very light pixel work back in the day, like with MS Paint. Okay, I remember messing around with MS Paint too. The real the real trick everyone thinks is freehand is honestly the real trick. Take a look with this. It's all shapes, dude. You draw shapes underneath, and then you just draw everything up on top of that until you get what you want. That's the trick to it. There's a every artist does that. They block out what they're doing. All right, so I got the internal lines done. Let's do some external lines. How do I want to go about this? Having a pen input helps a lot. This one might actually be kind of easy if I can just do, now do it in pieces. So maybe like right here. Oh, all right. Yeah, forgive me. I mean, I'm blanking on what you mean by pen input. I mean, like the stylus thing I'm using for my bamboo, uh, this thing, and my Wacom little tablet thing. Yeah, stylus of some kind. Yeah, yeah. I have tried mouse drawing, and I applaud anyone who can do it. But that is just a level of rough I am not comfortable with. And I will tell you, I swear by Wacom. The laptop that I have is a is a 360. I can fold it completely the other side, and it comes with a little stylus in there, and it's run by Wacom drivers. Like that was a selling point for that laptop for me. I mean, the battery life is disappointing, but I love the way that thing works with drawing. So, how did you watch all of Zesty? Did you watch all of the '87 Turtles show? Because I'd love to hear your opinion on the later seasons, what they refer to as the Red Sky seasons, when the show tried to be Batman. Wacom is what I have too. Some of my friends prefer Huey on, which is a lot cheaper for the mid-range peripherals. I'm not even familiar with that brand. Although I think I may have had one, a cheaper tablet a long time ago. That might have been them. I'm talking. That's thinking like back near 2010. But but my point with the shapes and everything, and blocking everything out. So when people say they can't draw, I tell them they're wrong. Anyone can draw. You're just telling yourself you can't because you haven't learned all the tricks. Because we all draw as little kids. And then at some point in our lives, we all start saying, "Oh no, I don't know how to draw." I was like, "Yeah, you do, you do." just to draw a bit more sophisticatedly, if that's a word, it takes learning tricks and picking up some skills, much like with anything. I haven't really seen the TMNT series enough to really comment on it. Okay, now I can understand. It's I'd say probably toward the last four seasons of the show, they decided to drastically change it. Um, like it started with a storyline that Shredder and Krang blew up the Channel Six building. So April became a private investigator for a bit. Um, and like they changed her outfit. They gave her a cool car to drive, and they started changing the design of the turtles, trying to make them look a bit grittier, like and not as cute, because the show was trying to be like Batman the Animated Series at that point, and trying to match some of the look of the 1990 movie. And then they had this weird storyline where the mutagen that created them was starting to change, and that like become unstable, and like at some points of when they get a little, oh, got an ad break going on. I'll hold the rest of the story until that's till for a minute. In the meantime, let me increase the line width on these. $47 left on the ad break. Never realize how long an ad break is until you're waiting for it to be over. Oh, did I just do what I think I did? All right. So everyone's back. What I was saying was that toward the end of the series, they had the Red Sky seasons, and the mutagen was becoming unstable. And when they get like angry or like just heightened emotion, they become this huge monster turtles, and it just didn't work. And toward the end, and they got rid of Shredder and Krang as like the primary villains. Yeah, Turtle Hulks, kind of, yeah. They got rid of Shredder and Krang as the primary villains. They introduced a space alien named Lord Dreg, who, while voiced by one of my favorite voice actors, Tony Jay, the late great Tony Jay, he he was not he was not like main villain material. And for some reason, they had they trapped him in Dimension X, and then he became the threat from Dimension X. Like in one episode, it's like it's something coming from Dimension X. It's gotta be Lord Dreg. I'm like, no, no, Shredder and Krang come from Dimension X, not Lord Dreg. He came from space. I did put that on layer one. Yikes. Okay. I didn't realize I did that. All right. Let me redo what I just did. But yeah, the show kind of jumped the shark every week. because it tried to be what it wasn't, because it was lighthearted and fun, and that's where the show worked. A lot of tongue in cheek. I honestly can't imagine the TMNT without Shredder for extended period of time. Yeah, I mean, some shows can do it. They can do it pretty well. When they have really good other villains, other villains really well fleshed out. I mean to say. But I think it's one of the reasons the um I liked the 2007 Ninja Turtles movie as well as the new movie because Shredder wasn't the villain in it. With the 2007 movie, it was continuation of the 1990s movies. So Shredder was believed to be dead at that point, and it's revealed that he's not. By Karai. But they never continued on, and that plot point just kind of sat there. And the new movie, Shredder's going to be the villain of the second movie, which is cool. And then you get a lot of people who really hated on the 2012 cartoon, and I think it's because they never actually watched it. I'll be honest, I think that's my favorite incarnation of Ninja Turtles is the 2012 show. A lot of people just bashing it because it's not the '87 cartoon. It's like, it's a good thing it's not the '87 cartoon because that did just fall apart at the end. But it is connected to the '87 cartoon and had crossed over with it, on a couple times because the 2012 cartoon and the '87 cartoon share the same Dimension X. So Krang from the '87 cartoon was originally a high-ranking member of the Krang. For his exile. Man, how am I getting hungry? I ate like an hour or so ago. I think I just get hungry every time I'm on stream. Like somehow it's it's a conditioned response. Yeah, are you using Pavlovian training on yourself? I don't know, but yeah, it definitely feels like it's a conditioned response. I got a text message. I gotta check that in a minute. Let me just get this and just line width on that. And if I move this layer, low layer one, how does that look? What's this layer? Here one. All right, that looks a little better. Ooh. Okay. All right, now to make the hearts, I got to make those a lot bigger than they are on here. And you know, I'm just gonna make another layer. All right, let me check my phone real quick. I'll get back to him in a bit. That was my buddy Ultra Megatronus. Okay. So should I do red or a pink for the hearts? It's like something like this. What do you think? Because that's kind of a hot pink. Don't ask the colorblind guy. Sorry. Sorry about that. I had forgotten. I'm sorry. Zoom that out. Be much bigger hearts. And I'll fix that one. Yeah, I'll just redraw it. That looks nothing like a heart, but I'll fix that. So, what games are everyone playing right now? I've been gaming much lately. I've been doing all my gaming vicariously through Twitch. I can see that. So I gotta make these hearts really big because they are gonna be greatly reduced down to about that. So I think off screen I'll set this up as an emote. I think just for stream I'll put it together like the other two. I think I have one more emote after this. And eventually if I have any more ideas for emotes I'll make more. This one nice and big. So it shows up when it's nice and small. Ad break coming in about 10 minutes. My next stream, I'll do another action figure unboxing stream. So I've got some stuff, just kind of waiting for it. I do want to do a separate unboxing video for the McFarlane Dark Knight Batmobile. Yeah, I just got to find a place to go and do the unboxing. I originally was going to do it at the office of the real estate team I was in, but now that I've stepped back from the team, I figure I'll probably just find another place. Oh wait, no, that's not it. I'm gonna do the Batmobile on stream. I'm going to for someplace else. I'm going to do an unboxing video for the Hasbro HasLab Ghostbusters 2 in the box 2 pack, which comes with PKE meter and Ghost Trap, both screen accurate. And the PKE meter goes into the PKE taser mode like in Ghostbusters Afterlife. So that one I'm going to do an unboxing vid. Let's see how this looks. I can make those hearts bigger. I do want to include some Masters of the Universe, Masterverse stuff and Origin stuff, but I'm waiting on one figure. And it's from the Masters Universe Revelation season. It's Snake Sorceress Tila. And that is the hard to find figure. Duncan Man of War is really easy. Found him. But I'm waiting on an order from Entertainment Earth to finally, ship out. For them to finally, for it to finally arrive there and then ship out. Because I do have a feeling that that Tila was short packed. And I'm not fond of action figures being short packed. There we go. So now I'm going to jump down to the base layer. does nothing. We go back to pen and let's just as big as I can go with this. Erase all the background stuff. But of course, I'm probably going to be cutting this off to like around here to make it into an emote. So, export. Export single layer as PNG. Save. Now let me just look at that. Oh. Let's see if that's done. Yep, there's the PNG file. Okay. So now I'm going to be moving this over. Let me open up GIMP. And switch it over to GIMP. Oh, nope, that's not what I wanted. Is it? Where is it? Oh, there it is. There we go. So let me reduce this down for now. Rearrange this so I can see what's going on. There we go. Okay, just pipe. Yep. Now I am through this one. Tools. No, that's not what I'm looking for. This is what I'm looking for. And where's the eraser? looks like I missed a spot. Which actually I'm not even going to worry about that because I can crop that out. Spot I missed, but like I said, it's going to get cropped out anyway, so I'm not worried about it. So let me overwrite it, close it, bring it, put it back in. Oh, come on. Just grab the file. Thank you. And I'm going to duplicate. Layers. Show something right on my desktop where is it on? Where did I put that? Desktop. That's not it. Where did I put that? All right, let me just create a layer then. And this one, move it down here. And just make that clear white. Okay. There we go. Now we're back in business. And for anyone who's lurking or anyone who's watching the VOD later, a lot of these emotes, I'm gonna put at a tier 1 subscription, but once you're subscribed, you can use them at anyone's channel. So anyone asks, you say you got them from Ghost Max, send them my way. I think I'm gonna make the thumbs up emote free for everyone. Bring that brush size down. Oh wait. What did I want to do? I want to do the way that's set up, I might not be able to do what's it called? A gradient, or I might be able to. Colors. Where was that? Curves. Threshold. Tools. Gradient. That's what I'm looking for. So bring that to there. To even lighter blue. So go into this layer. Oh, I need to set the shape on that. Nope, that's not what I wanted. Okay, why are we doing that? I'm going to do it that way. And I'll do it this way. Okay, so then I'm going to grab the eraser. Zoom this in. Nope, not what I wanted to do. Do hope the gradient doesn't give me any problem when I'm working on the hearts. Or I may just do a fill and shade them myself. To be honest, sounds like a better idea. This. Let me zoom that back out. There we go. Fix that. Let's see. And let's. Oh, where's the bucket? Tools, paint tools, bucket. Don't think I like that. Super red. And now I'll just play with the colors on that. Where's the lighting coming from? I always tend to have it coming from stage right over here. I think I'm probably gonna go stage left this time. Or no, that's stage right. Yeah, so that's stage right. This is stage left. So let me go this side. It's been a while since I've been on the stage, since I've done any acting. What plays have I been in? I've done Arsenic and Old Lace, um, Romeo and Juliet. And Romeo and Juliet, I played Friar Lawrence. And Arsenic and Old Lace, I played the one, like the cousin who's supposed to look like Boris Karloff. Of course, I wound up looking more like Bela Lugosi, but that's okay. um, I've done an adaptation of that one Arthur Miller play. Oh no, it wasn't an adaptation. Well, it was slightly adapted, but I was using the Salem witch trials as an allegory for McCarthyism, and I cannot remember the name of it right now. The Crucible. Yeah, I've been in that. It was slightly adapted where in the back I was, in the back or on the side or depending on the scene, I was Arthur Miller recounting the story. It was at the Hudson Valley Conservatory of Fine Arts in Walden, New York. The uh, the school started by Samuel Lee Wright, who was most famously known as the voice of Sebastian the Crab, and he's the first Broadway Mufasa on Lion King. His wife Mandy, who's a dancer, and a friend of theirs, a music teacher named Pam Murphy. Why is this not looking good? That looks better. Um, what else? What else have I been in? I honestly can't remember how many plays I've been. And of course, I did a couple of high school plays. Those were fun. I have thought about getting back into acting again. I have a friend who's involved in the independent film scene. She's done some acting, and she's what they call a script doctor. Yeah, if something needs to be punched up, especially in the dramatic department, that's where she really shines. you done any acting, Zesty or Roger? Did a little in public school, but not since then. Okay. I mean, I do kind of miss it. At one point, I did want to be a professional actor, and it just wound up not happening. And I probably should have pursued it better than I did. But then I am kind of, I mean, I do want to get back to it, but I am kind of happy just being, doing like doing voiceover and puppeteering. Ooh, don't like that. Just leave it as is then. Let's go back to brush. Let's do the brightness first. Entirely like that. Just bring it over just a bit. Put a little more blue in there. That's not what I meant to do. Some shadow. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Let's check. It's too close to the line color. Ad break going on for a minute and a half. All right, ad break over. Welcome back. Just working on some shadowing. Darn it. That was so good for a while there, too. All right, I gotta reduce the size of the brush. that down a bit. That pops a bit, doesn't it? What happens if I bring it down further? And tools. Yeah, that does pop really well. Now to delete this layer because I don't need it anymore. Well, actually, no, I do need that, so I need to just undo that. Okay. I almost made a very big mistake. So let's merge these layers down. Oh, because I'm at the bottom layer, that's why it's not letting me. Push down. Push down. All right. So I'm going to call this a finished drawing for an emote, but first I've now got to crop it. Tools. To transform tools, crop. And I'm going to make these match. That's not what I wanted. Right. How did I do this last time? Oh, there's where I put the to make these match. Okay, let me see. So that crops it to fit, to be a complete, to be a perfect square. So before I do that, let me overwrite this. Now, I had it at 2416 by 2416. Alter it. This down a bit. a bit. Keep changing it. Close this, bring it, and bring it back in. I've got to shrink this down. What are the measurements for an emote? 997 pixels by 997. I think I'll do that. I gotta go cropping this again. Let's really zoom that in. That's not right. Well, that's why. Okay. think that's the correct size. So overwrite. That's what I need it to be for an emote. Let me see. I don't need this at the moment. Don't need my Wacom at the moment. It's over here. And I want to look at emotes. So let's see if I can upload this. All right, yeah, that works. So, so I'm going to change right now thumbs up to follower. If you follow me, you now can use the thumbs up emote anywhere. And now I'm just waiting for the love emote to be approved. So yeah, that's I think that's a pretty good stream for today. Got a new emote done. Like, thank you everyone for watching, everyone who was lurking. Like, thank Zesty for being an awesome mod. Thank you, Zesty. Like, thank Roger for coming in and hanging out. Thanks for the stream, Ghostmax. You're welcome. And for everyone who watches the VOD later on and watches it on YouTube, thank you all. And right, this is Ghostmax8, the friendly realtor. Just also let you know, if you're in the lower New York area, if you're looking for a place to buy, sell, or rent, feel free to reach out to me. You can send me a whisper on here. You can send me a message on YouTube. You can join the Discord and reach out to me here. And I forgot to give Roger a shout out. And I think you're also able to do shout outs as well, Zesty. So if you see that and I forget it, definitely jump on and feel free to jump on and do the shout out. But like I said, this is Ghostmax8, the friendly realtor, saying good night, everyone. Or not good night, it's daytime, but everyone have a wonderful day. That's what I'm trying to say. All right, bye.